We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support here, fighting to stay above the 450 area. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 11:25 a.m. sent out a bear indicator. From that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support. And we're going to break down in today's video the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow, and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our AMD bot. Our AMD bot sent out a bear indicator at 11:25 a.m. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness down on 42 vision, and put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition so far from bright green bars to red bars, and the last piece missing would be white with red borders, as I call it, the dip area on 42 vision. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflows as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, getting a bear indicator for the first time in the last several days and weeks, since the bull indicator from down here at the 438 level and the bear indicator popped up at 451.86, and outflows have crossed over at some of the lowest levels since that bull indicator popped up at around negative 1.29. I would not ignore this on the 30-minute. This is going to be crucial and critical here for these inflows to pick back up if the bulls want to go ahead and have any strength, for it to reflect into these charts and cancel out this bear indicator in the process. Because if these outflows continue below the midpoint and the domination of this bear indicator continues over the chart, well, on 42 vision, so far as I stated earlier, it's done a full transition from bright green to red bars, and the last piece missing for a complete transition into the dip area from the rip area, as I call it, would be the white with red borders, which have not popped up just yet, of extreme weakness, right? So outflows have crossed, it's at red bars, bear indicator, and if we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour as well, we could see here that on the 1 hour, no bear indicator has popped up just yet. The bull indicator from 439.47 is continuing strong, but the outflows crossed over as well. If these outflows go ahead and cross over and go even further down away from the midpoint and continue the transitions here, the next piece missing would be a bear indicator to cancel this out. And then that's something to not ignore as well, because it could continue to roll over the weakness into these charts, right? You could see a full transition here on the 1 hour, bear indicator, outflow crossover, and all the way down into a dip area. And again, so far it's hit red bars, and the last piece missing would be white with red borders, bear indicator, and outflows going down as far down as -5, or even down here -6 and 7, right? That's how far it went the last time it did a full transition from the 446 area to the 436 area. Definitely something to not ignore there. Not guaranteed to make the same exact move, but something to not overlook here in the history of the chart going into tomorrow and the rest of this week. Now, if we look at it in the volatility of the 15-minute, outflows have dominated all day, and a bear indicator popped up at around the 451.70 area and rejected when it came back up towards it, and you could see it there fighting to hold above the 450 area here in the after hours, and outflows are red at -1.04. Definitely something to not ignore. If the bulls want to try to reappear, these inflows need to come back up and cross the midpoint. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys, and that's the 450 area. If these outflows continue to the downside here on the 30-minute and also here on the 15-minute, the next support I'll be watching is down towards the 445 area and then the 442 area. So those are the key levels I'll be watching to the downside. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial once again for these inflows to pick back up on the 15-minute, cross the midpoint, start reflecting that strength into these charts, cancel out this bear indicator, roll that strength over into the 30-minute as well, and the 1 hour, get those inflows to cross back over the midpoint, cancel out this bear indicator as that strength reflects into the charts with a possible bull indicator, and the first resistance is the 452 area, not that far off of where the bear indicator popped up and where it rejected here in the second half of the day. And then above that comes the recent highs of 453, and if that gets broken through, I'll be watching the 455 to 457 area. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and these inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them as the outflows are dominating right now, and it's going to be crucial and critical if the bulls want to have any strength appear into the charts for these inflows to pick back up and cross the midpoint. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. So if you made it this far into the video and you are a swing trader or looking to gain an edge when it comes to swing trading, you're definitely going to want to check this out. And this is our new swing bot that will be fully released really soon. And so far it has sent 2 notifications in the last several days, right? The first one, as you see it popping up there, was NVIDIA on Friday of last week at around $444. And the other one was Tesla yesterday in the pre-market, and from yesterday to today, and even yesterday alone, it ran up nearly $10 plus. Now, when it comes to the NVIDIA one, you could see it popping up there on the screen. I shared the chart yesterday, and I also circled an area, as you see it there in the chart, how it kept on bouncing off that support and trying to hold above 444. And then I put a line across when that notification came in, and now you're seeing this other chart which I shared today in the pre-market, and I stated, right, you could see the same line there, and I put the swing bot notification there at around the 444 area. It was already opening up from yesterday to today at 449, and I talked about in that purple area, the area that kept on acting like support. And there was a strong resistance in the pre-market and previous days at the 452 area, and the bulls would need to break through that for possible continuation. Not guaranteed, but it was important, and inflows needed to cross. Now, when you see it here in the next chart, going into the open, it was broken through, bull indicator popped up, and then inflows crossed over, and you could see the purple area that continued to act like support. and Nvidia calls were up nearly 100% plus with the swing notification bot since it was sent out, right? And you can see that blue line again where that notification was sent at that after hours on Friday. So this is our new swing bot. If you take a look at Tesla too, it sent it out at around the $256 area, and Tesla went to highs here of nearly $270 in the last 2 days, and it was sent out yesterday in the pre-market, right around this area, and the full move. So typically with these swing bots and the notifications that come in, they're there to add perspective. Nothing's guaranteed, but the goal is for it to add perspective. Take a look for possible support levels and bullish confirmations of a reversal, and from there it typically pans out within several days to weeks, but sometimes it can happen this fast within 1 or 2 days. And when it does, I typically tend to make a rational decision because maybe my goals and strategy and expectations have been met, right? I don't want to get too greedy either, but I wanted to share with you guys our new swing bot that's going to be notifying directly into our Discord on high probability opportunities based off specific criterias and dip areas of wire Fred borders, as I call them, on multiple time frames and other criterias to confirm of the possibility of it looking like a possible support or area to not ignore for a possible swing of a reversal. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.